morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Welcome to Fit Fab Workouts. This is our AbFit session. On deck today, we're going to start off with a core mobility stability warm-up, which is going to last us approximately 4 to 5 minutes. We're then going to move on with a series of exercises that are going to be alternating abs and glutes. We will be doing 2 rounds, and we're going to finish off, if we have time permitting, we're going to finish off with one final little exercise that is going to combine glutes, core, and arms. So keep close by a set of kind of light dumbbells because we'll use them for our bonus exercise at the end. I'm feeling generous today, so, thought I would provide with a bonus. All right, so let's get started. Before we dive in, let's take a moment to ground ourselves. So you can sit in your heels, sit on in a regular cross-legged position. Entirely up to you. Make sure you have a nice tall spine. Let's take 3 deep breaths in and out. And again, in, look up towards the ceiling, stretch up and down. And last one, inhale out. And bring your palms to touch. Exhale in front of your heart center. Take a moment here, check in, see how everything is feeling, mentally, emotionally, physically. Check in with your abs and your glutes. Good. Let's begin. All right, we're going to come into all fours. We're going to start with a series of cat-cow. So you're in that nice neutral position. Your hips and your knees are aligned. Your shoulders and your elbows, your wrists are aligned. Take a deep inhale. And then exhale around the spine. And so here what we're doing is just warming up our spine, warming up the core area. So start tuning into your pelvis, your abdominals, your back, your glutes. It's kind of that whole sort of torso area. Press into the shoulders as well. Good. Let's do another 2. Last one. Excellent. Extend your right leg back, put your toe onto the floor, and then just glide back and forth, just a few times to get a nice little stretch. As you're gliding forward, imagine you're pulling on the floor, bringing your shoulders a little bit beyond the wrist line, and just feel that your core is starting to really activate here. Good, and then switch sides, other leg, so that'll be the left leg, pushing back and forth. Again, same thing, come beyond that wrist line and feel how that's activating that whole core region. Good, and then we're going to go into some alternate bird dog. So you're going to extend your right leg, extend your left arm, bring it down, and switch sides. And again, you want to make sure you're not shifting those hips left to right. Okay, and make sure your foot is engaged. So that means your foot is either pointed or flexed, whichever it is, whichever makes most sense to you today, but keep it engaged. We don't want to be carrying dead weight. Exhale when you extend. Inhale when you bring everything back in. Good. And again, keep focusing on that stability through the hips, through the shoulders, right? Good. Great job. Let's do another 2 on each side. Last one. Good. Then from here, you're just going to come up into a plank, just a regular plank on your hands, and we're just going to glide back and forth. So same as what we were doing before, but with both feet out. Now I really want you to feel like bring that attention to that core and to those abdominals, and notice how when you're gliding forward and back, how it's deepening the intensity and the work in your core. Good. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, release down, sit into your heels, extend your arms out. Exhale, good. Come on over onto your side. We're going to do a few hip dips, which are essentially like a plank, a side plank. So option to have the legs straight or the legs bent. Just make sure that your knees, your hips, your elbow are aligned. And then from here, we're just going to lift up and down, up and down. Good, don't lift your knees, keep the knees in contact with each other and then the knees stay on the ground. It's just the hips lifting up and down. 3, squeeze through the outside of the hip and through that external oblique. Good. Give me another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. And let's switch sides. Right, nice and aligned. Good. And here we go. Lifting up and down. So really use that external hip, that hip that's the closest to the ground. You want to be squeezing it so it's pushing your butt up, right? And you want to be feeling that side crunch here. Good. Keep the knees together, right? The knees don't lift up. Really, it's just the hips. Good. Give me another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. All right, you're going to come lay on the floor, on your back, hands underneath your glutes to support yourself. You're going to cross your feet, so cross your legs, right? Keep them nice and secure. Legs are straight, and here we go with some leg lifts with the left leg crossed over the right leg, down and up. So here's what we're doing. We're doing those left leg lifts with the left leg on top, and then we do a classic crunch. And we repeat the leg lift with the right leg on top and a classic crunch. And then we'll move on. Good. Make sure your lower back is not lifting off the mat. Also make sure your shoulders are not creeping up to your ears, right? Just relax your neck, relax your jaw. Great job. You've got 10 more seconds here. We're going to that crunch. 3, 2, 1. Feet down on the floor. Interlace those hands behind your head. Create that nice little cradle. And here we go into that nice little classic crunch. Reaching up. So you want to send your gaze towards the ceiling and a little bit ahead, right? So I'm looking kind of where the opposite wall to me and the ceiling meet. That's kind of where I'm sending my gaze so that my chin is nice and tucked towards my chest without straining on my neck. And I've got full space to use the upper part of my transverse abdominal muscle, which is pulling my spine forward, right? We spoke about the role of the transverse abdominal this week. Exhale. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release down. Hands underneath the glutes. Legs up in the air. Cross your right leg over your left. And here we go. Back for that leg lift. But also, once again, really pay attention to your lower back, right? You might want to be squeezing through your hips, through your pelvic floor to assist the lower abs. Again, as always, you exhale and you draw that belly button towards the spine. So you're not pushing your abs away into the sky, but you are drawing them down, right? You don't want to be walking around with a pile of abs sticking out. We want to be walking around with a pile of abs supporting our spine. So drawn in, nice and tucked. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release down. Interlace those fingers behind the head. Here we go into that crunch. Use your breath. You exhale every time you come up. Inhale when you come down. Make sure you are Lifting the shoulder blades off the ground. Make sure you're keeping your elbows nice and wide. Don't be closing them, because otherwise that's how you end up straining on your neck. And really just relax your head in your hands. Good. Nice work. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release down, open your arms nice and wide, palms up facing the ceiling. Legs are up in the air, feet are flexed. You're going to keep the left leg right where it is, and then you're just going to lower the right leg. So now what we're doing single leg lifts, and we'll combine that with a single bridge. We'll do that on each side. And then we'll move on to alternate leg lifts with a regular glute bridge. It's the gab. Some go to the gap, we go to the gab. The glutes and abs workout. Make sure you're exhaling every time you're bringing your leg down so that you're drawing those abdominals in. Good. Nice work. Keep it up. You've got another 10 seconds to go here. And time, right leg stays up, left leg comes down. You just have the toes touching the floor and you're lifting up and down. Single leg glute bridge. Good. Exhale when you come up. Inhale when you come back down. Nice. Keep that leg nice and straight up in the air. Good. Make sure your hips are not tilting left to right and that you are lifting equally and stabilizing. Exhale, good job. Keep that right foot engaged as well. It is either flex or pointed. Choice is yours, but keep your entire leg nice and active. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release down. Bring the left leg up next to the right. Arms are open. And here we go. We lower just the left leg. Exhale, good. Want you to imagine with your right foot you're pressing into the healing. I want to meant into the ceiling with your heel. This will help you straighten through your right leg. Good. 10 seconds to go here. 3, 2, 1. Bring that left leg back up. Release the right foot down on the balls of the feet. And here we go. Single glute bridge on this side. Just checking. Yes. Good job, good job. Ten seconds to go here. And 3, 2, 1. Release down. You're going to bring both legs up in the air. The arms are still where they are, and you alternate, lowering the left leg, then the right leg. Good. Keep those feet super engaged. Try to keep your legs nice and straight. And exhale. Every time you lower a leg, exhale. You can bring your hands, if you want, towards your abdominals so that you can just build that connection, that neuromuscular connection. And really feel what I mean when I say draw the abs towards your belly. Good job. Keep it up. We have another 10 seconds to go here. Good job. Release down. Feet are flat on the floor. Hip width apart. Make sure they're close enough to your glutes so you can brush the back of your heels. Cross your arms on your chest. Scoop through the tailbone. Lift up and down. Up, down. Good. And now classic bridge. Good job. Exhale when you come up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Good. Make sure both sides are working equally. Take the opportunity when you push up with your glutes to draw those abs down. Nice work. 15 seconds to go here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release down. We'll take a quick hydration break, and we're going to resume all of that from the top. Good work, good work. Great job. So when you're ready, we still have 6 seconds, 5 seconds to go. Start preparing laying down, hands underneath your glutes, legs up in the air, cross that left leg over the right, and here we go into that cross-legged leg lift. Exhale down. Good. Great job. Great focus. Loving the dedication. And I know you on the replays and on Facebook, even though I can't see you, I know you're here, I know you're dedicated. Here we go, 5 more seconds. You ready for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the feet down, interlace those fingers behind the head, and here we go into that nice little crunch. Breathe, good. Sometimes I see crunches being done super fast, and actually there's no need to do the crunch fast. The only moment we want to add a little bit of tempo is when we want to be pulsing at the top. So where we would stay at the top and we would make it even tighter, right? And there would be tiny little movements. But other than that, when you're doing a regular crunch, you want to keep a decent range of motion and a tempo that is going to keep the muscles in control and not have you using your momentum. 5 seconds, 3, 2, 1. Release down, legs up in the air, hands underneath the glutes. Cross that right leg over the left, and here we go, down and up. Remember to relax those shoulders. Your shoulders shouldn't be creeping up into your ears, right? If they are, just tell yourself, oh my God, I need to relax. You know, there's a little bit of a self-defense mechanism mode that happens when we do this exercise, where your body just goes, eh! You know, it goes into this sort of auto-protect. Ah, what am I doing? But what you got to do is you got to go, no, no, no. The abs are working. Everything's fine. Shh. We're just waking them up from their nap. Good job. Keep it up. 10 seconds from here. And 3, 2, 1. Feet flat on the floor. Interlace those fingers. And here we go for that just classic crunch here. So I want you to bring your attention just the space between your belly button and the base of your rib cage, right? Because that's that whole area that we're working on, right? So when we were doing the leg lifts, we were working on the space between the pelvic floor and the belly button. And in this part, we're working on between the belly button and the upper. When we do our in and outs and we add the double crunch, we work on the space
that is kind of just around that belly button area. Exhale, good, keep it up. 20 seconds to go here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release down. For our second round of single legs, you're going to extend your left leg on the floor, foot flexed. Extend your right leg up in the air, foot flexed. Go down and up. So just a slightly different approach in the second series. I'm going to invite you halfway through this series to hover your left leg up from the floor. Just for fun, because we can. All right, in about 5 seconds, we're going to hover that left leg off the floor. You ready? 3, 2, 1. Just slightly lift the left leg off the floor. Ha-ha! Oh! Slightly hover, bring that leg a little bit lower. It should barely be an inch above the ground. You got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that right leg up. Left foot flat on the floor, and left foot is flat, and we just go into a classic little single leg glute bridge. And now I want you to lower your right leg so that your right knee and your left knee are in contact. Good. Great job. Keep breathing here. 10 seconds to go. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release down. Bring your left leg up in the air, foot flex. Extend your right leg to the ground, foot flex. And here we go. Lower the left leg up and down. So try to press through your heel. I'm seeing a little bit too much hip flexor and quad. There we go. Good. You'll notice the difference. You ready? We're going to hover that right leg in 3, 2, 1. Just hover the right leg off the ground. So it's very little, very little. It's barely an inch above the ground. Doing great. Keep it up. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Left leg up in the air, right foot flat on the floor. Come on, up, down, and lower that left leg. Left knee next to right knee. Squeeze equally through both glutes. Stabilize those hips. Make sure they're not tilting left to right. Good. You're doing great. 15 seconds. 5. And time. Release down. You're going to have both legs up in the air. And here we go. Alternating. Breathe, exhale. And I have some great news. It looks like we do have time to do our little bonus exercise, which is combining some arms, core, and glutes. Yes! 5 seconds to go here. And time. Release your feet flat onto the floor. And this time you're going to bring feet together knees together, and it's just a narrow glute bridge. Exhale up, inhale down, good. Keep those knees super tight to each other, really hugging. Good job. Doing great. You have 15 seconds to go here. Breathe. Soften that rib cage. Nice work. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Just bring quickly your knees to your chest, rock left to right, and come on up. We're going to be on all fours, so grab your weight. You just need one, actually. Okay? You're on all fours. You're going to place your weight behind the base of your right hand. You're going to hold on to that weight with your left hand, right? And then we're just going to extend the right leg behind. Option to have the foot on the floor or to have it lifted in the air, whichever is better for you. And we're dragging out. We're bringing it out to shoulder level and bringing it back behind the base of the hand without putting the weight back on the floor, okay? So here we go. We're going to do 10 like this, and then we're just going to hold here with our arm out. We're going to lift the leg from the ground to glute level for 10. We'll release the weight down, and then we'll lift from hip level to a little bit higher for 10, and then we'll switch sides. You ready? Here we go. It is 1, and 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Arm is there out and lift up and down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release the weight down, both hands on the floor, leg is up at hip level, and here we go, lift a little bit higher and back to hip level. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release down, switch sides. So bring that weight into your right hand, extend your left leg back, and place your right hand and the weight behind the base of your left hand. Here we go. We drag out, in, 2, exhale, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stabilize the arm and lift the leg up and down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the weight. Leg is up at hip level. Lift higher. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release down. Sit into your heels. Widen your knees. Extend your arms out. Breathe. Glide forward onto your belly. Place your hands just on the outside of each of your shoulders and just in front of each of your shoulders. Spread your fingers out and claw your fingertips into the floor, right? And then engage the elbows towards the body, pull the shoulders down, softly lift yourself up, giving the abdominal a nice stretch here. Inhale, exhale, turn the head to the left. Inhale, center, exhale, head to right. Inhale, center, see if you can press further, keeping that pelvis into the floor.
pushing yourself away, look up towards the ceiling, and then push yourself back again into your heels, extend your arms out. Let's meet back into that seated position we had in the beginning of the session. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale, left arm up, exhale towards the right, back down. Inhale, right arm up, exhale towards the left, back down. Inhale, both arms up. Look between your hands. This is a V for victory on the Gab workout series. Give yourself a big round of applause, a big pat on the shoulder. And I hope that your abdominals remember me tomorrow, but not too much, just enough to remind you to do it one more time. Have a wonderful rest of your week or weekend, and I see you soon. Ciao.